Sorry, y'all having a hard time getting into it today. I'm wishing I brought my fishing pole, man. Bass are just hitting the water right now. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's go do a little PSA this morning. If you are here looking for the type of tarot reader that is going to coddle you, that ain't me. If you're looking for someone here who's going to confirm that this abusive, toxic-ass relationship is good for you, that ain't me. If you're going to be looking here to say that it confirms that if someone is your quote-unquote twin flame, they could be the most terrible fucking perverted fucking person on the planet, and they will always be your twin flame, and eventually they're going to be okay, and eventually they are going to love you and respect you and treat you the way you deserve to be treated. No, you are a codependent nightmare addicted to a narcissist attention. I am not going to coddle you. I know a lot of tarot readers on here get on here and, oh my God, there's a deer walking towards me down the road. I'm so distracted. You want to see it? I don't know if you're going to be able to. You see it? Just over the trash can. See if I don't scare it away when I step out. Yeah. Right tail. Look gorgeous here. No God, it didn't matter if it's too much sun. They have sparkles in the trees. Isn't that gorgeous? No swimming, of course. That blows. Be a nice place to swim if humans didn't fuck it up. Once again, I was talking about I worship the Great Mother, right? A lot of tarot readers on here worship the Great Father. I worship more of the Great Mother. So that I don't believe in God, I just never see him as a single parent, and I always like my mommy more. So, and quite honestly, I think a lot of the problems that we have today is a bunch of y'all have been spiritually raised by a single fucking dad, and he has spoiled y'all's fucking asses at this point. So if the reading I get comes up with any advice I'm going to give y'all is advice I would give my own children. Like, that's just what it comes down to. It's, channeling from my ancestors, and which is Druid, Celtic, Italian, and German. And, that's just what you're gonna get. Alright? Maybe one day I'll get into my family history with y'all, but I'm very proud of my heritage. And I don't give up on, my country, America. I know we're a shit show right now, but I like it here. My family's built this place, man. We got the sun. We got Gemini, the twins, and we got 12. All right, so we got that night energy going on. The nights. The sun. Something's getting ready to come out into the sun. What do we got going on with Gemini? We got the sun again. The sun. The masculine. Woo! Harvest again. And y'all can do what you will with what that image actually looks like to y'all. I'm in a weird place this morning. Alright. And the sheath. However the frick you pronounce it. I don't know why I can't get that word. Alright, so I'm just coming out into the sun. Harvest. I get with the energy with these two coming together, and it's funny because I was riding past the cornfields today, and I was noticing that the ears are looking about big enough to be harvested, and it's like, what? There's only one way to do it. You gotta go out there, you gotta cut things loose from the plants, right? That is the energy I'm picking up here. Somebody is getting ready to come out into the sun. They're coming out into light energy, right? The night energy has a lot of movement to it. I feel like there's the energy of a plans coming together. It's time for harvesting it. The cross. You know what, I'm going to read this one. Because I've been discussing a lot about karma lately. And I'm like, people are like, if you don't believe in it, then it doesn't exist. And that shit just drives me up the wall, man. Just up the wall. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not going to coddle y'all with this shit. I'm not going to coddle y'all. How does karma work? Oh, if you create your own timelines, if you put it all together. You want to know how it works? I think I told you the other day. That's probably why I lost a couple subscribers. What? That's what you sound like. That is what y'all sound like. All right. That is what y'all sound like to me. If you don't care about threefold, if you don't care about karma, if you don't care about the law of attraction and the law of opposites, if you don't care about science, that every action has an opposite and or equal reaction, if you don't believe in the ninefold, if you don't believe in, the 9 noble truths, the 7 virtues, and the 12 universal laws, this ain't the place for you. If that triggered something for you, look them up, okay? 36, the cross. The 6 of Wands, which is actually, that's a victory card in the regular tarot deck. Burdens, pain, and suffering. In the Tale of the Red Shoes, a young girl chooses pretty red shoes over helping her dying foster mother. She is cursed not only to wear the shoes forever, but to dance without stopping. Even though she suffers from blisters and bleeding feet, she must keep dancing. And finally, she sees an executioner, whom she begs to help her. He chops her feet off, but the shoes go dancing off into the woods. Moved by her cries, he helps her with crutches and a rosary. Finally, she enters a church where her confession is heard, and once she repents, her aching burden is lifted. A teaching tale from a fairy tales bring a message of the cross. What burdens of life are bearing you down? When the cross appears, there will be sorrow, there will be sorrow. Pain is to be expected. Remember to carefully review the cards nearby to determine the nature of the suffering and ways you can cope with it. Remember that burdens can be lifted, pain can be eased, and suffering will pass. But the cross, do not look away from the cross when it falls in your spread. You're being called to deal with an issue. I'm tired of, people thinking that they can escape it. It's like, I don't know. I wasn't, I'm not perfect. I wasn't always, as straight edge as I am now. I didn't, this was a process of years of fucking up. How do I know hexes will backfire on you? Because I've never not seen it happen. I've never not seen it happen. So here's the thing. If you are in my universe, I guess I'm just more powerful than these other fucking witches. I never curse anybody anymore. People blame me, accuse me of it all the damn time. I get in fake Facebook. See, this is the silly shit I'm talking about that causes all the fucking problems, right? You got people doing dumb shit like online covens fighting between Australia and America. Casting negative energy at each other for no freaking reason. And when I say shit like that isn't going to affect you, it doesn't affect me because of the way I center my energy so that it just reflects, right? It just reflects back whatever anybody sends to me. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you should return it with love and light. And I'm like, well, it's not my decision to make, Energy sorting its shit out on the 5D. I don't pretend to feel like that I'm smarter than the fucking universe, that I'm smarter than the fucking goddess and the Allfather. Just not that cocky. Blinded to the pain and peaceful among the thorns. Yeah, somebody is in the part of the story where they are still dancing with them shoes on. They made a petty, superficial, shallow-ass decision, right? And now they've landed them stuck in a fucking situation, and they know they could have gotten out of the situation, right? In this case, you know, it's like a lot of the fairy tales get into like how evil the stepmother is. And this one, it was the stepdaughter. Be like, what? It's just fucking, if you would have just... bought a pair of shoes instead of... superficial nonsense. I'm so terrible at retaining fucking shit. It's so weird what I can remember and what I can't remember. I think it just says her dying mother. I don't think it says why. I love how that's like the opposite story to the Red Shoe Christmas song. Makes my family cry every year. Someone's on their own right now. They're working through some stuff. They're trying to seek sanctuary. I know I just said that funny. Sanctuary. Don't make fun of people. It's not nice. I get this as two different energies, right? I feel like both these people are in pain in this situation. Right? I get specifically this could be like like I said, father-daughter situation, right? The father wasn't mentioned in that card. It was the stepmother and like a nasty Cinderella type of energy. That's what I'm picking up. Let's see, who's in sanctuary? What are they writing on the wall? If someone wants to walk out of your life, let them go. Behold the most complicated peanut butter sandwich. Yep. I didn't even see him flip. Alright, this is it. The Encyclopedia Galactica, in its chapter on love, states that it is far too complicated to define. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has this to say on the subject. Avoid it, if at all possible. No wonder the truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory. Patience is bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Back to that harvest energy, and there's magic all around you if I do say so myself. Somebody's working some shit out. I get like someone is confused. Like the synchronicities and all that other stuff from the universe is like starting to get to this person. Someone's gone through a spiritual awakening. They've gone through the dark night of the soul, and they're starting to figure some shit out. You know what? I even pulled this card out. When I did, I was like, you know what? I bet you I'm going to pick up on some kid energy. So we're going to go with E.T. here and just... My Snitches deck isn't going to be packed up for too much longer. I was thinking about that too. I think tomorrow morning I'll use my Snitches deck and I'll use my goddess deck. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, we got somebody working on something here, right? Working on a plan, trying to figure something out. There's something they've read, right? There's something they read, and they're trying to escape. I like how it's like you got one where it's just these two, and the other one has the whole pack. Someone's trying to figure it out. This is just how this shit falls out, y'all, right? Someone's definitely working together with someone else, right? I get the kids are trying to help E.T. E.T. is a person who feels like an alien in this situation, right? Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, right? Look, that's the plan. Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands. How to work together as a team, right? Yeah, Elliot, and then you got his older brother there. Getting there could be up to like 3 to 4 kids here. So the way those cards landed out. Something is going on with these two here, right? Queen of Wands, got a fiery feminine energy here. Could be a young girl. Somebody's lied to the parents, right? Somebody's lied to, or the authorities, or somebody's lied, right? They were trying to defend. Yeah, that's what that is. This person has lied to someone, but they were doing it to try to protect E.T. Kind of like that. It could be anything, right? Nine of Swords here. Got the Nine of Swords, and then a reverse Queen of Swords. I get that someone had to say goodbye because of whatever this lie was. This lie was orchestrated by a Queen of Swords. This person, I get like, right, they want to make movement. They run away quickly. That's what I'm getting. They run away quickly to avoid conflict, and then they hide and they watch. Right? There's something about toxic third-party situations. This person could just have a lot in their past. 10 of Wands there, right? Their burden is their heart is so big. That's their problem. Get the energy. It's like, no, I don't really get a lot of what you say. I don't really understand a whole lot about the universe. It's just, I know I get like this person's just like, I don't know how else to say it. I know that I'm stupid. I especially know that I'm stupid when it comes to matters of the heart. Because that's what's gotten them in trouble. It's like I feel like with the way this is, it's like I get the energy of like, they're the kind of person that was like probably cheated on for long periods of time or a lot. You know what I'm saying? But they just refuse to see it. Love blinded. This person has a very hard time seeing the toxicity in people, right? And there's someone else who ends up blinded to the pain or blinding themselves to the pain, right? Now this person's having to sit back and figure out, you got to figure out how it works, man. It's not really, the reason we talk about this too, even on like social media and stuff like that, we're like, edit your social media. If somebody posts shit you don't like, you can unfollow them, unfriend them, block them. There's any number of things that you can do. Oh, but they're family. Then just unfollow them. There's options on there to just be like, I don't want to see this person's posts. I don't want to unfollow, I don't want to unfriend them or anything or hurt their feelings or block them or anything. It just, their posts suck. They're miserable people. Whatever. Because it's a co-creation. We all are one. We're all in this together. That's the game. That's the game. That's what makes the game hard. Oh, man. I feel like somebody showed, right? Like showed them the light. Might have been this young person, may have idolized another individual, and it's like you had to kind of show them the light to the situation. It's like kind of look what they're doing. Right? Does that look like love? Does that look like wish fulfillment? Does that look like, someone who has, it's like, does this person look like they're a good example to be like? It's like you don't, like, it's like trying to show them the truth, but it's showing them that, somebody is not nice. Somebody is not their wish fulfillment. I get the childlike energy of, right, she wouldn't help her stepmother. The childlike energy of like always secretly wanting your parents to get back together. Right? And then it finally hits a point where it's like, dude, there's a reason we broke up. There's a reason we're not together anymore. Right? And it's like, you never want to, like I said, I speak from the heart here. I'm a firm believer of you do not talk shit about your kids' parents to your little kids. They will eventually get old enough to see it, right? I get the energy where it's like, I even get the energy, it's like, E.T.'s he's hurt too, right? I don't know, I get the energy that he's like, I feel so stupid, right? I feel like my kids are smarter than me, is the energy that I'm getting. I feel like they're smarter than me. I feel like they know more that's going on than I do. Someone's definitely discovered something and they can't stop thinking about. And I think it's something they read. All right, y'all. what does the 5D got for this? Let me use these cards today. Got the Two of Cups reversed here. There's definitely a toxic type of soul contract playing out. Someone's having to stand up for themselves and defend themselves in this situation. There is something about, on the 5D at least, there is energies that are working together to bring somebody out into the sun, into a new phase here. All right. We got a toxic ass Queen of Swords here, right? There's something about this Ten of Pentacle energy, right? This bitch is very materialistic. She's very calculating when it comes to money. There's definitely some toxic ass connections with this person. This person feeling out in the cold right now. And I kind of get the energy of like somebody who was codependent on a narcissist is like feeling that out in the cold energy. And it's like you are in danger of being hoovered again. So that's how that works. It's like you miss the person. Why? Because the ups and downs were so high. But the only reason the highs were that high was because the lows were so low. You know what I'm saying? It was the constantly knocked down and then the elevated back up and then the knocking back down. And it's a kind of way of kind of like toxically keeping like that honeymoon thing. It's like, you know, someone addicted to breakup sex, some weird shit, right? That's how they hoover you. I tell people that all the time. Oh, you gotta have breakup sex. No, you don't. That is how a narcissist gets you back into that fucking... That's how they hoover you. Oh my God. Yeah, right. Stop letting her suck all the energy out of you, dude. Alright, so I got a Queen of Cups and a King of Cups here that are definitely connected on the 5D here. This is fairly fresh connection or a new connection or something that's finally being, I guess, solidified. The cycle is starting for it. Ace of Pentacles, the seed has been planted. There's justice coming into a situation, right? This Eight of Swords entrapment here is going to have to do a lot with releasing the past, right? There's a final judgment getting ready to be called on a situation. What's this final judgment about? And then we'll get a moon card, and then I gotta go get some stuff done today. Just a little peek of what this judgment's about. I got an ex-wife here for sure, but somebody was married to a fucking witch. The final judgment, and a bad witch. Like, there's good witches and there's bad witches. There's the witches that hex and shit like that, and yeah, they're fucking nasty-ass energy. They don't believe in karma. They don't believe anything can come back on them. They don't believe there's any consequences to their actions. And that's what makes them, they're not accountable for shit. They're toxic as narcissistic, fucking delusional people. And don't feel bad if you get sucked into situationships with these fucking people. Right? That's what they do. The reason they're so hyper focused on you, the reason they do that sweet shit, like know all the shit you like right away. One, they're trying to morph into you. Like, that's the weird thing they do first. That amazing fucking person you fall in love with when you first meet that person is you. They're just reflecting your energy back at you. And you love it. And then as soon as you tell them no, or as soon as you don't want to do something their way, or as soon as you hold them accountable for their fucking actions and the problems they're causing, they fucking snap on you. That's how it works. Get our moon card and roll out. Just one today. Okay. Curious what the moon phase is at. We're at the waning crescent right now. Get the waxing gibbous here. Be around the 29th of this month, something's going on. Some sort of final judgment, something's being changed. Alright, waxing gibbous. Windfall success preparation. This is another lovely card that suggests that things are coming to a head and all your efforts will soon be rewarded. It foretells good things coming your way and could indicate a windfall, a surprise, a chance encounter, and so on. This card of abundance of plenty, meaning that energies of growth are surrounding you now. Don't go overboard in the celebrations or spending, though, as this could upset the delicate balance of energies. Instead, keep a check on your spending habits and make sure that you are saving for a rainy day. It is too easy at this time to become overly self-indulgent. Enjoy a period of abundance without being reckless or becoming spendthrift. Enjoy the success that you have already achieved, but make sure that you are lining your nest at the same time in preparation for leaner periods. Be a good steward of all that you already have so that you always have enough regardless of the outside influences such as the economy. In times of feast, prepare for famine. That is the overall message of this card. I love that too, because that is actually a conversation that's been popping up a lot lately. One of the ladies I know right now, she was just talking about how she only buys meat like once a year and has it like, you know, whatever that flash froze process is, right? So it can be put in deep freezers. And like these people buy entire cows and have them done up. It's crazy. And then we were talking about how this is the time of year and like especially the, you know, the end of the season and like autumn or whatever is when you have the final festivals and stuff like that and you cull your herds, right? You know, you don't just slaughter, like people are like, oh, they slaughter an animal and ritual sacrifices. No, but they butchered a lot of animals at one time. They ran them through the fire to bless them and everything else like that. And then they had to cull the herd back because they had to store enough food for the winter, not just for them, but for the animals too, to take care of them in whatever housing they had available or whatever for them. So there had to be a big feast. That was the callback. It was also when you prepared shit for the winter. You know, that's why I get on men that have to work outside, or people that have to work outside, if you want to put it that way. But, you know, it's like they can work when the weather's nice, but when the weather is not nice, they can't work. You know? I get the energy of a lot of people punish people for being busy. And it's like, if you want a good man, you're going to have to deal with a busy one. I don't know what to tell you. Like, my grandfather worked 3 freaking jobs. I think my dad's still working, if he can. If he's not, it's because they forced him to retire. I don't know what to tell you. If you want, I don't know, if you want a guy that's always available, man, you're going to get stuck with that dude that sits around and plays video games, can't hold a fucking job, right? And that's your choice. You can't have both. You can't have someone constantly being there up your ass to entertain you, and also, I don't know. I'm going to let you go. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding ass paths with me. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later.